Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you that I am no longer a coward. I finally went above easy mode to kick some ass in heroic. And I started with Halo Reach, as I'm gonna go through the entire timeline in order. Though I'm gonna have to choose between, I think it's 2 and 3 ODST, because they take place at the same time. This was a beautiful journey, and I recommend you all go on a higher difficulty. Because I got my ass handed to me so many times, and yet I kicked ass so many times. Welcome to Reach. Yes, that's my armor. I like looking like Skeletor. Deal with it.
Contact with Visegrad Relay was lost last night. All signals flatlined at 2600 hours. I responded with trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of a Spartan team is a gross misallocation of valuable resources. I disagree.
Commander.
So that's our new number 6.
Cat, you read his file?
Only the parts that weren't covered in black ink.
Anyone claim responsibility, sir?
Oni thinks it might be the local insurrection. 5 months ago, they pulled a similar job on Harmony. Hit a relay to take out our eyes and ears, then stole 2 freighters from dry dock. That cannot happen here. Reach is too damn important. I want that relay back online, Noble One.
Sir, consider it done.
Then I'll see you on the other side. Holland out.
Lieutenant,
Commander, sir.
I'm Carter, Noble Team's leader. That's Kat, Noble 2, Meal and George 4 and 5. You're riding with me, Noble 6. Not gonna lie to you, Lieutenant. You're stepping into some shoes the rest of the squad would rather leave unfilled. Me, I'm just happy to have Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing, I've seen your file, even the parts the Oni censors didn't want me to. I'm glad to have your skill set. But we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear?
Got it, sir. Welcome to Reach.
Listen up, Noble Team. We're looking at a downed relay outpost 50 clicks from Visegrad. We're gonna introduce ourselves to whoever took it out, and then Kat's gonna get it back online.
Get me under the hood, Commander.
Sir, why would rebels want to cut off Reach from the rest of the colonies?
You get a chance, maybe you can ask him, George.
Commander, we just lost our signals at HQ.
Backup channels?
Searching. Nada. Can't say what's jamming us.
You heard her. Dead zone confirmed. Command will not be keeping us company this trip.
I'm lonely already.
Shoot-down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
There's the communications outpost.
Moving a distress beacon.
Could be the missing troopers. Let's check it out. Put us down on the bluff. Juno I want your eyes in the sky.
Sir.
Let's go, Six.
Now, the first thing I did upon getting out of the vehicle is run straight for the exit, go right towards where the heat signatures are. I don't want to waste any time getting to the meat, all the Covenant. I want to break their necks. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I'll try to stay focused a little later on. After I got to the farmers, I immediately went back to running, because I know the first encounter's up at the next building, and I really want to test my skills in Heroic since I've never played on it before. Something cool actually happens when I get in there and you see the skirmisher jump over the water tank. You can actually hear that I hit him. I don't know if you can kill him though. Yeah, I actually hit him. I was quick enough. Now, first thing I do when I get in there is go for a headshot on the skirmisher. I always do this because it provides me with a, what do you call it, a headshot weapon? And I really love the needle rifles, especially when you're fighting brutes, but brutes only come in later on. Now, I missed most of my pistol shots in the beginning, but once I start getting used to how this works, I start getting more and more headshots. Honestly, this actually doesn't feel that different from easy mode right now. Maybe when I fight some of the higher level stuff like field marshals and brute chieftains. I mean, you can already see the low level grunts that have the mask that blocks a headshot, which kind of sucks because you only have so much pistol ammo. I make sure to climb these roofs over here to get to the needle rifle because that's a great tool to give to one of the troopers. One of the Marines that you help, so that they can at least help headshot the grunts and lower the amount of enemies around you. I do get a little worried once these elites pop in. I think they're called Ultras, the ones with the white armor. But I figure my teammates take down their shields pretty fast, so all I have to do is wait till their shield goes down and pop a headshot, right? And for the most part it works. I forgot what those orange elites are called, but those shits are fucking annoying. They get in the fucking way of everything. And I am running very low on pistol ammo, because I was just spamming it at their shields to see if I could do anything. But for the most part, I get a lot of lucky shots with it. And I do switch to the plasma repeater because I'm pretty much out of pistol ammo, and I have another headshot weapon with me. So I might as well. We are going to run across other skirmishers that have the needle rifle, and I could just take ammo from them. Even though these skirmishers don't have a needle rifle, I do take them out because I am working on the achievement for killing, I think it's 1,000 skirmishers, which takes a lot. It takes a long time, so I gotta take what I can get at this point. About a minute later, I run into 2 more skirmishers, but this time one of them has a needle rifle, and I'm definitely gonna need that ammo. And then I realize there's a second one. And I go after it. I don't even know what I'm doing with the car at this point. I don't even remember what my thought process was. I swear I wasn't on drugs. I make my way down to that building by the riverway where all the grunts and the one elite is. But I don't know about getting in there on my own, so I make sure to gun down a few from the outside with George. Just in case. You know, this is a higher difficulty, and as much as I want to do something stupid, I also don't want to die a lot, because that takes time. What, like 5 seconds to respawn? At this point, I actually pull a big brain strategy that I never would have before, because I was messing with the MOA, but I realized, wait, I have a sniper. I could just take out the elite while he's up there. I don't have to go up there. And yeah, I do miss some shots, but all in all, I do kill him. And that's all that matters at this point. As long as I have at least 1 ammo, I can trade it with a Marine. So after killing the elite, I can go in there and finish off all the grunts that were left behind. I mean, what are they going to do? Throw rocks at me? I make sure to take out at least 2 more skirmishers on my way there to get some ammo. And then I'm back to fighting to save the Marines, I guess. Weird. I wonder why those 2 Falcons don't come by and just destroy that fucking Spirit. Just blow that shit to Kingdom Come. Anyways, I throw my truck out because I have no deployable cover. And instead of walking up there and killing everything because I lost my energy shield, I go inside and grab a DMR before giving a Marine my needle rifle, because needle rifles are overpowered and funny. And we all like needle rifles here. George is too busy destroying the truck I put out as deployable cover, and I steal the health pack. And you know what? Everything's going better than I thought it would. Honestly. I actually thought I'd die like 10 times by now. And I'm looking around for a place I can hide. Easy cover, high ground. And I'm like, oh, I could just sit behind this tree and pick them off. Anyways, this turns out to be an amazing idea, because nobody can reach me here, and I have the high ground where I can snipe them from. And you can just hear the veins popping out of that elite's forehead as I gun down every grunt that was with him in a matter of seconds. So the elite doesn't have pathing to come up here, I don't think, but I am able to keep him at bay while I take out everything else. Grenades are the easiest way to take out all the stuff down there because they all center around that one log. I don't know why they use that one log as cover. But anyways, I spot the second elite instantly and try to kill it, but my grenade misses because I suck. However, thanks to my amazing headshot weapon, I am able to take it out, and then every grunt in the area decides to pull a fucking grenade out. I don't know, I find it funny when you kill the leader and they all just suicide bomb. It makes me laugh.
Bird on the double. Pilot, stay close. Watch for hostile air. Noble 2, sit rep.
We're at the relay outpost. Doors locked. Mechanism's been flash fused.
Can you beat it?
I'll dial up my torch, cut the way through. Gonna take some time.
Okay. We're en route to your location.
Right now I'm just enjoying the fun while it lasts because it gets fucking difficult later on. Like, I die 5 or 6 times trying to kill the same one enemy. But that's later. You don't have to worry about that right now. Just focus on the stupid shit I'm doing. So I make it out of the Hornet, and my first stupid idea is to pull out my automatic weapon against the shielded target instead of going for a precise weapon like a, I don't know, needle rifle. But I do get an assassination, and I could just shield bash this guy over here, because why the fuck not? And I can find a DMR on the floor over here. I think there's ammo inside the building, but I prefer not going in that building because that's the coward's way out. I decide to hide from the Spirit on the 2nd floor, but I made a mistake because it can shoot me from up there. And I found a room that I've never been in before. I've honestly never been up here. I never knew that there was a shield block on it. But I can gun down an elite from up here, and it's definitely worth it because I'm not in his face where he could insta-kill me with melee. You know how reach melee is. 1 foot to the face and you're fucking dead, regardless of health. The rest of that mission was easy because all I did was just stand inside and wait for George to kill everything. George is honestly my best friend. If Spartans were real, all of them, I'd go after George first. George's friend. George's hug. Hug George. Hug George. He friend-shaped. If dangerous, then why friend-shaped? George honestly seems the most human to me. Emil's just an asshole. Let's see. Cat is also an asshole. There seems to be something in common between all these people.
Where's the rest of your unit?
We got split. I don't think they... It sounded bad on the comms.
All right, Corporal. Stay put. We'll get you a combat surgeon.
Damn. Plasma damage.
Found something.
I'll take that, 6. Not your domain.
I got a live one over here. Come on. Archie, come.
Menjaninen! Nie! Hadjon Beke!
It's all right. We're not gonna hurt you.
Jori, nie!
George.
I got her. Keep still, and I'll release you.
Meg, Itvanak.
What's the status? Over!
We've been engaged! Bad guy coming out!
That Tango group has permission to pursue.
Negative 4, stay on the entrance. 2, handle her. 5 and 6, clear the hole.
Alright, let's see. I got 2 grenades. What do you think the first thing I'm gonna do with those grenades is? Yeah, I'm gonna throw them. I'm gonna. That's the only thing I can do with them. Is that a zealot? I think that's what they're called. I easily gunned down this zealot with a pistol, which is not how it works later on in this game. Later on, I can't even kill one zealot on my own. But this one was easy, apparently. Everything else is showing its head, so I could just gun it down with a DMR. There's not much they can do to stop me. I do grab the concussion rifle, because that's always useful. If something tries to get too close, like in melee range, you can definitely bounce them back. It's an essential tool to me, because I already have 2 headshot weapons, and I really don't need that. I don't know why the description says powerful weapon, when it honestly takes way too many hits to kill a grunt with this. When the weakest human weapon can kill a grunt in 1 hit, and the weakest Covenant weapon takes like 3. I'm pretty sure there's a shotgun in that corner right there, but I know I don't need it. Everything coming out of here I could just headshot. I have enough ammo for it, and there's only 1 zealot, which I can easily take out with the, what do you call it, the concussion rifle? Dude, there are only like 2 Halo games with this weapon. Don't judge me for not knowing what it's called. Then again, I remember the needle rifle, and the needle rifle's only in this 1 game. They need to bring the needle rifle back. It's honestly a good weapon. Anyways, once we mop up the rest of these grunts, I decided to just annoy the zealot inside with a grenade. See what he does, you know? But he doesn't budge, so I actually have to go down there and do something about it. Which I really don't like, because this zealot always has an energy sword. And that's an insta-kill. He doesn't actually even need an energy sword, because his normal melee will instant-kill you. But the concussion rifle does keep him at bay. He isn't able to get into melee range. And George firing on him forces him to fall back, which leaves him open to a counterattack from me. All in all, I'd say that went well, aside from the energy sword falling through one of those holes. I really wanted it. But I know it doesn't transfer to the next level.
How long?
Question of my life. If the question is, when will the station be back online? 2 weeks, earliest. This is plasma damage. All major uplink components are fried.
2 minutes is too long.
Which is why I'm splicing into the main overland bundle to get you a direct line to Colonel Holland. You're in my light, Commander.
Find out what she knows.
What's your name? Do you live around here? Arnevim George.
Shada.
Shada. Se Potterosnev. Your accent sounds familiar. Shapron?
Tangari.
Friend of yours?
Father.
Sha'ainalom. I'm sorry.
Why would you be?
Big man forgets what he is sometimes.
She just lost her father. She needs a full psychiatric workup.
She's not the only one.
Lock it down, both of you. Get her on her feet. The body stays here.
Thank you, sir.
Signa. It's patchy, but it's there.
I'll take it.
Let's not touch anything. You wouldn't want to ground this place.
Barely getting you. What's your situation? Over?
Colonel, this is Noble One. There are no rebels. The Covenant are on Reach. Acknowledge?
Come again, Noble One? Did you say Covenant?
Affirmative. It's the winter contingency.
May God help us all.
Advised Kilo 3-3 and Kilo 3-4, your current LZ is too hot. Roger that. Dodge, stand by to receive and respond.
Yes, Commander. Coordinates received. Initiate immediate course correction. The Office of Naval Intelligence Sword Base is presently under siege from a Corvette-class Covenant vessel. Due to the sensitive nature of this facility, use of orbital rounds has been, for the moment, prohibited. Regrettably, my efforts to obtain relevant data on enemy forces have been unsuccessful. However, current defensive forces are insufficient. ONI has requested Team Noble's direct intervention to help secure Sword Base.
All right, people. We're stuck with that ship for the time being. Let's focus on the hostile infantry. Give those troopers a hand. Cat 6, you're out here. George, Emile, you're next. Get prepped.
Let's move, Lieutenant!
Upon entering Sword Base, I make the absolutely stupid decision to go up to the right and fight an elite, not remembering that an actual dropship can just shut me down by two-clicking my shield. Yeah. But I do survive that. I kill the elite, and you want to know what comes after me? I'm just sitting here killing these jackals, but next thing I know, a fucking suicide grunt. Anyways, I go up top to where the sniper rifle's at, but that sniper rifle will be essential as there are several elites down below that I want to get rid of. Before I do that, I do take the time to gun down an Elite Ultra with my DMR, because it is out in the open, not behind any energy shields. And if you're expecting it, the concussion rifle isn't fast enough to actually tag you with anything lethal. Before I get to the sniper, I do have to take out two jackals. They take my shield down and I hide behind cover, but they slowly start making their way around, which makes me very nervous because they're literally pincer attacking me. After I waste like 10 seconds meleeing jackals, I finally can go for the sniper rifle and take out the elites. All the while, these Marines have been distracting the enemies. Upon picking up the sniper rifle, I am noticed by every single enemy within a 50-mile radius, because I have the deadliest weapon known to mankind, and I suck at using it. I mean, what do I miss, like half my shots? No, even more than that actually. I think I miss most of them. I do manage to push past my mistakes and kill both elites, but it does take some time because I am not good at this game. I haven't played in like, what, 3 years? And I know skirmishers are going to come down from the bottom where everybody's retreating from, but I decided to give my sniper to a Marine where I can find one. Having an ally with a headshot weapon is always a good idea, since the majority of the enemies in Halo can be headshot insta-killed. I steal the target locator down below, thinking it's like how it is on easy and normal mode, where every checkpoint you get 2 more shots with it. This is completely false in heroic, and I'm assuming legendary as well. I guess it was just too overpowered to keep. And I do die once to one of these wraiths because I try to do something stupid. I try to actually get on top of one. The wraith gets closer knowing I'm about to do something stupid, and I get closer knowing I'm about to do something stupid, and I get my ass ran over. This time, I'm stupidly gunning down an elite while there are wraiths nearby, and as soon as I kill him, I get hit by a wraith palm. What do you call them, mortars? I go in to steal the wraith this time, and it actually works out for me, but first I have to headshot the guy in the gunner's seat. He's the only thing protecting them. And it looks like I'm able to dodge the ram this time. I don't even need the wraith either. I just wanted to kill him a stupid way. Why blow him up with the rocket launcher over there when I could punch him in the face? My first destination was the comms array, because normally when I play Halo Reach I go for the AA gun and then the comms array. But I wanted to see if anything changes if I just go the opposite direction. And I at this point realized that after hitting a checkpoint I didn't get my 2 shots for the target locator that I thought I would. After getting hit by a random Revenant shot, I realized how weak weapons and vehicles are in the higher difficulties and decided to stay back while my Marine picks everything off with his rocket launcher and the chain gun. It's honestly the smarter move than running in there and getting my ass handed to me by an elite. After I activate the first switch, I get back to my car so I can get my rocket launcher Marine to blow up all the Jackal snipers, or skirmishers I should say, that come out of the Spirit. Those skirmishers like to jump to the top of the building and hide until I get up there, which can be incredibly dangerous because they can kill you very fast, even with the needle rifle. But I do have to stay away from the ship cannon. The ship cannon can destroy your vehicle in like 2 seconds flat. It's at this point where I finally get the achievement I've been waiting for all this time, killing 1,000 skirmishers, which like 12% of people have done before. After activating the second switch of the beacon, I can finally be on my way and go to the AA gun. I make it to the AA gun and decide to try to gun down the field marshal, but his shielding is way too strong and he's actually smart enough to use his armor abilities and hide behind cover. Meanwhile, I can't get close because there are too many enemies nearby, and unlike every other Halo game, this is the one Halo game where elites can use the vehicles that are lying around. So the Warthog around there, they can use to just gun me down. 0.3 seconds, I'm fucking dead. I try to take out the field marshal once more, but a couple grunts at the side attacking me force me to go back inside where I have cover. There are 2 elites in the vehicle nearby now, which means I have to stay down if I want to survive. My teammates aren't even doing anything, they're just sitting in the damn car. I managed to gun down my elite while using this dead body that absorbs bullets for some reason for cover, and then I can finally make my way up to the field marshal. This might actually be the only time I use a plasma pistol to take out a higher ranking Covenant member, but I make sure to bring a headshot weapon with me so that when I take his shields down I can just instantly kill him. The thing is about physics in Reach is they do the stupidest shit. I am able to kill him instantly, but he's knocked backwards from a shot that hit him from the back. Then another elite decides to get inside the car, and for some reason it's telling me the car is friendly even though I'm being fired at. And then another elite gets on there and I have to kill him too. I don't understand why they go for that car actually. I pull a big brain move and I use the target locator to take out all the vehicles in the middle because I'm too lazy to bring a Gauss Hog in there. And this grunt is kind of annoying me, but I stay out of his way. I accidentally shoot myself with a rocket. I melee this dual-wielding Ultra like 5 times to no avail. It just doesn't do any damage to him, I guess. And he guns me down on the spot, like I just stole his money, or shanked him. I managed to make it past all the bullshit with both my explosive weapons, where I can give them both to Marines to help. I think one of them actually shoots me with a rocket launcher at some point, which kinda sucks. Here I get shot by that friendly rocket for no reason. I find one of the legendary golden MOAs and I steal it. It's mine forever now. Now I'm on the lookout for these because I forgot they existed. I get into a fight with a fuel rod wielding field marshal, but I managed to dodge several shots before dying instantly and painfully. Because the closer you get, the less time you have to react, and I should have just stayed behind cover and shot him in the head. The field marshal actually kills me again when I'm trying to shoot a ship. This time I die to a spec obsolete while trying to blow up the same ship. It kinda sucks. Honestly, I thought he would have died trying to get out of there. Finally, I managed to dodge all the lethal stuff and kill all the Banshees, which means that's another level down for me. And I'm gonna take a break now.
Bound and ready to push. Orbital defense is standing by to take the shot.
Beautiful, ain't it? Someone should take a picture. Nice work, by the way.
I aim to please.
5, 6, get down to the science wing. Dr. Halsey wants a debrief and command saying we're all hers.
Repeat? Sounded like you said Halsey.
I did.
Copy that, on our way. Don't need command to tell me. Been all hers half my life.
I requested your assistance, Commander, and do not need a report on events that occur on my own doorstep. What I do require is a detailed account of your previous engagement. George, it's been too long.
Mom,
What have you done with my armor?
just some additions I've made.
Indeed. Visegrad Relay. Its data center was home to one of my xenoarchaeologists, Professor Laszlo Sorvad. Perhaps you could shed some light on his death.
If he was a civilian male in his mid-60s, he died with a Covenant energy sword through his abdomen.
Elites, then.
They engaged us as well. It was just after we found your scientist's daughter, Mom. She was hiding in the,
Irrelevant. The Elites. Tell me more about them.
3, Zealot class. One got bias. The leader, from the looks of him.
Zealots. You're certain?
Their armor configuration matched.
Shield strength, too.
I gave the order not to pursue. Our primary objective was to get the station's relay back online.
Your primary objective? Commander, are you a puppet or a Spartan?
Ma'am?
There are those at ONI, myself included, who believe the Covenant dispatch elite advance teams to hunt down artifacts of value to their religion. Survivor account suggests such teams are small, nimble, and almost always Zealot class. No doubt they came to the station for the abundance of ONI excavation data stored there. And you let them get away.
Data retrieval was not a command directive. Even had we known, we had other more urgent matters to attend to.
Like warning the planet.
Professor Sorvad's final entry in his field notes made reference to a latchkey discovery. Latchkey. Not a word he would use lightly. So let's hope that the data module your Lieutenant Commander stole contains it.
Cat?
Before you ask, I was alerted the moment you attempted to access its contents, as I am with any unauthorized tap. That data is classified Tier 1. I could send you to the brig for interfering with my work.
Maybe you'd like to join her.
I'm sorry?
We're currently under emergency planetary directive, winter contingency. I'm sure you're familiar with the punishment for civilian interference with the Spartan deployment.
Are you threatening me, Commander?
Just making a reading suggestion, ma'am. Let's move, noble team.
Mom?
That will be all, George.
Recon Team Bravo reporting in. 3 and 6 in position. It's starting to get crowded up here, Cat.
Then we're closing in. Report to any Covenant structures or devices. Direct action may be necessary.
Copy that. When Cat runs an op, direct action is always necessary. Here, you may need these. High velocity, armor piercing. They'll take the hat off an elite at 2,000 yards. And they ain't cheap. I'll be in touch.
Recon Bravo. The sector ahead is dark for electronic surveillance.
I immediately fail at being stealthy. Finally getting it right on like the 3rd or 4th try. Because I never realized that there was a grunt right next to the elite. I take out as many elites as I can with headshots, using my high velocity armor piercing rounds that can take the hat off an elite at 2,000 yards. And they aren't cheap. The Gutas were actually easy to take out because there's a plasma cannon sitting in the area before you where you kill all the elites and grunts, which doesn't really explain much because that's all we kill. When I find the civilians, I kill an elite and then spot a Bob in the back, but I'm not able to kill it. It just despawns at some point.
Target sighted. Another dropship coming in.
Defending the Marines on this section is actually pretty easy because it's just a bunch of grunts and one ultra. There's cover so the ship can't get me, and I have a rocket Marine, so even if something does happen, he could just blow it up at some point. I definitely only die once to the hunters back here, and not like 5 or 6 times to the same exact hunter trying to melee me, while I forget that I actually have a hologram that can distract it. The final section is where it gets difficult because the shade turrets can melt right through your shield, and there's so many grunts that can just walk up to the turret one after another. I make it through just fine until I try to take on a shade turret on my own, and inevitably die trying. Further up, a grunt manages to get a lucky stick on me, which means I instantly die, which sucks because it's literally the weakest one. I make it though. I make it just in time to see the Covenant invading army.
Jackpot. Transmitting visual. You've seen this, Cat?
Confirmed. Receiving Nova 3 and Nova 6 live visual of a Covenant strike force.
It's no strike force. It's an invading army. If we're gonna smother this thing, we need to go in hard and fast.
Agreed. All recon teams disengage and fall back. Sun will be up in a few hours, and it's going to be a very busy day.
I get an achievement for beating the par score on Nightfall, which is pretty nice.
It appears that Noble Team's discovery last night was not an anomaly. Large Covenant deployments have occurred undetected, and we are now under attack across the Vieri territory, including orbital defenses. As per the winter contingency, we are countering on every front. Noble's reconnaissance has also identified sophisticated Covenant army hiding canopies, and has pinpointed what's believed to be a landing zone for additional Covenant forces, the origin of which is yet to be determined.
That landing zone has been tagged by UNSC Command as a Priority 1 target.
That charge link is loud and clear. Copy that. Acquiring signal lock on the pylon. Detonating in 3, 2.
Incoming!
Might want to hold on to something. Six! Can you hear me? Six, you alright? I could use some help.
On my way.
First thing I do is make my way up to where the shade turret that shoots the fuel rods is at and start blowing everything up from the inside. It's the easiest thing to do because it's the most powerful weapon in the area. That's just how it works. Also, on this part of the mission, I always give the Marine my grenade launcher, but this time, I might as well give him my concussion rifle. I used hit and run tactics at the first AA gun to get rid of all the enemies before going in to actually do something about it. After all the enemies gone, I could finally just walk in there and throw some grenades. It's not like anybody can stop me. The challenge about fighting a Wraith is staying out of the way of its charge. Its charge can destroy other vehicles, and that's pretty dangerous for a Warthog, which is the easiest to destroy vehicle by far. I do manage to play keep away long enough to destroy it, because the Wraith is either too scared to charge me down or all the random stuff in the way is getting in the way of its pathing. I use the Rocket Hog to take out all the enemies I would normally have to fight face to face, instead of walking up there with all the Marines that are too stupid to stand back. And Elite decides to just run around the corner and punch me in the face for some reason. I get my revenge when I respawn with a grenade. And I even know the parkour trick to get to the Zealot before he escapes to kill him. It's really not that difficult if you think about it, but that Wraith shot would have killed me. I do mess this up a little bit, so I have to follow him downstairs to kill him, but he doesn't escape. I think I actually got him just in the nick of time, because when they become transparent, I think that's when they're despawned. This is the only time where I use a Revenant, but it's really good for taking out Wraiths, because it's faster, it fires faster, and all you have to do is worry about the person in the turret seat. The second Wraith does basically destroy my Revenant though, so there's not much I can do with it except go out there, which kind of sucks. When I go back to look at it, I'm like, damn, that thing really just destroyed it in one hit. So it's a good thing the vehicle's so fast, because any one hit from the Wraith will just destroy it instantly. I stayed away from the Hunters pretty well because I don't have good luck with Hunters, but for some reason there were buggers inside of the second AA gun. I didn't actually expect that, because there are only buggers in like 2 sections. New Alexandria and Pillar of Autumn, I think? The ride is what you expect, just me spamming the grenade launcher the entire time. Not really sure what this thing is supposed to do. I do take a bit of damage and almost die at some point, which kind of sucks. But also I don't die, which means I'm the most skilled Halo player to ever exist, because I survived with 2 health. And welcome to the Spire, where I do the dumbest shit possible.
Affirmative, sir. Here we go.
We just lost all power. We're going down.
Lock your armor, Spartan!
Brace for a hard landing.
Crew's dead, we shouldn't stay here.
I get killed by the fuel rod shade because I was acting careless again. Somehow I survived this barrage of fuel rod blasts just narrowly, out-killing him with my precision weapon. You'd think that doing the top of the Spire would be hard because there's an energy sword elite and several fuel rod cannon grunts, but actually, since I'd killed an elite with a fuel rod of his own, I'm able to ricochet fuel rods off the wall to kill the grunts before the elite comes in, and I could just 2-tap him with the fuel rod cannon. Kinda cool, ain't it?
Lieutenant, drop the shield and get out of there.
I take the energy sword first though, because there's like 3 energy swords in the entire game.
Get us out of here. Control, this is Noble 1. Spire 1 is green and you're free to engage. Have a nice day.
Copy that, Noble 1. Be advised, all ground units. Frigate 318 Heavy is inbound, and MAC rounds have been authorized.
Mac rounds? In atmosphere?
One way to get their attention. Hang on to your teeth, people.
New contact. High tonnage.
No, somebody tell me this ain't happening.
UNSC Frigate Grafton, do you copy?
Grafton is dust. We need to get out of here now.
Our foe is more devious than we imagined. That spire was indeed a teleporter linked to a cloaked Covenant supercarrier, a grave threat. Thankfully, help is imminent. 60% of the UNSC fleet is en route to Reach from existing deployments. The first battle group should arrive within 48 hours.
48 hours?
That's imminent?
Uh-oh. Who's your money on this time?
Her.
You always pick her.
She's always had him dialed in.
That thing's crushing us and we're waiting for backup. They'll be backing up a graveyard.
All our nukes are either out system or went down with the ships that carried them. You're preaching to the converted.
How converted?
I know that look, Cat.
You can say no.
No.
You don't even want to hear it.
Fine, I'll hear it.
Remember that accident a couple years back? Colony ship en route to Cygnus, 700 dead.
Vaguely a slip space drive malfunction, right?
Actually, it worked fine. The drive was mounted improperly after a service haul-out. When it fired, it teleported half the ship to oblivion.
This is relevant. How?
A certain Covenant supercarrier could, with some assistance, suffer the same unfortunate accident.
Even for you, Cat, that's
Inspired?
not the word I would use.
What's going on?
Go ahead. Explain.
May I?
Don't cut yourself.
Objective: destroy Covenant carrier in geosynchronous orbit above us.
This sanctioned, sir.
What do you think?
Method: a slip space drive in lieu of the nukes we don't have. Delivery system: us. Solvable? Getting us up there. That and getting our hands on a slip space drive. Thank you for sharing.
So, all we need is orbit-capable transport and the single most expensive piece of equipment made by man.
As a soldier in the field, I couldn't possibly have access to those kinds of resources. That said, a good place to look might be, I don't know, the nearest non-existent launch site in the non-existent Saber program dismissed by 3 administrations as preposterous rumor, and in which our newest member was certainly never a pilot.
You're scary. You know that.
All we need is a green light from Holland.
Good luck with that.
You're the one asking him.
Well, there's no way in hell he's gonna go for this.
Bit of a hike to the launch facility.
Any closer, it's too hot to land.
Copy that, Commander.
Move up the beach, Noble.
Killing with the pistol isn't as easy for me as it is for Cat, because Cat can actually spam it like an assault rifle somehow. But I have to take down a shield with the assault rifle before going in for the headshot, because I'm just that dumb. The beach section is actually pretty easy, but I'm looking forward to the shit show that is outer space on a higher difficulty. Because sure, it's fine on easy and normal, but on heroic, you're just gonna take 2 shots from a Banshee or a Seraph and your energy shield is just gone. You're done for.
Struts disengaged. Commencing launch in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2. First stage engine burn nominal. Stage separation in 3, 2, 1. Stage separation. Second stage ignition confirmed.
I instantly die. Did you know that night vision works in outer space? I didn't. I didn't even know we can use night vision on this level. I crash again. On heroic, Seraphs actually take a lot more bullets to open their shield for an attack with your rockets, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Every Seraph you take down is one enemy that isn't wrecking your shield with one hit. The Phantoms are still slow-moving, easy targets, just like in every other difficulty. I don't know why they didn't make them faster. The only thing keeping me from killing the Phantoms were these Seraphs that I couldn't risk destroying me, because every one shot basically takes my health to 0.
Damage control teams at the ready. Holland to Bravo 029er. Noble 5, you ready to go?
Affirmative, Colonel. I'm out here, 6.
Warning. M-Spec re-entry pack disengaged.
I need your override.
Warning. M-Spec re-entry. Cockpit depressurization complete. Canopy release lever armed.
Max Sabadok Siba.
Noble 5, please repeat.
Pull up surface grid 19 by 22.
Gladly. Only Sword Base, Sector 18G.
Thermal enhance.
Noble 5, your pulse is elevated. There is nothing you can do for Dr. Woolsey and the others inside Sword Base. The mathematics are determinate. Noble 5?
I know.
Bravo 29er, you're cleared to re-engage thrusters. Noble 6, this is Holland.
Go ahead, Colonel.
We've flagged a Corvette-class vessel on a predicted docking track with our target. Get our makeshift bomb on that Corvette, and we have our delivery system. Noble 5 will escort the bomb. I need your Saber team to clear the way for boarding.
Understood, Colonel.
As she's already donated her slip space drive to the cause, the Savannah will be joining you to provide local fire support. UNSC Savannah. Our wings may be clipped, but we've got your back. I've stuck my neck out for Noble on this one, Lieutenant.
We'll get it done, Colonel. 6 out.
Target Corvette sighted within visual range of nav beacon RA-15.
We have visual. Target confirmed.
First thing you do is go for the Corvette engines. You don't want to waste any time. You gotta get these things down as fast as possible so you can join the fight. I couldn't escape this Seraph that was following me, so I just died. I crashed into the Corvette. I did manage to get an achievement for beating this entire section in under 3 minutes, though. I'm pretty sure like 0.9% of people got that achievement, and that's pretty nice. I'm up there, I guess. Breaching the Corvette was pretty easy because I have a shotgun, and shotguns make every fight through history easy, as you can no doubt tell from World War II.
Squawk, we'll initiate uppercut phase 2.
Grenades are the saving grace of space fights. They just blow up everything, and you don't even have to try to aim because they move slowly. It doesn't even take effort.
Affirmative. On approach.
Taking out the Rangers is fairly easy because they prefer not to dodge or anything. They just let you shoot them. I do run out of ammo in my precision weapons, so I go for a needle rifle. And I do have a rocket launcher now that I can use if I need to. As I said before, Rangers are garbage. Even elite miners do a better job at dodging bullets than these people do. They suck. Their jetpack sucks. And I hope their knees bend the other direction.
Badakeg is aboard, Colonel.
Copy that. 6, get your fire team to the bridge. The Corvette's refueling run with the supercarrier will have to be initiated manually.
Yes, sir.
5, stay with the bomb and discourage the curious.
My pleasure. Hear that, Lieutenant? I'll be all by my lonesome back here. Make it quick, would ya?
This is where it gets tough for me, because at the end of this hallway is a room full of lots and lots of elites. Invisible elites, elites with explosives, elites that'll destroy you with their melee, elites that'll rip your face off just for looking in their direction. I get a quick kill on this elite just in time to watch the Savannah explode, which is a very beautiful thing to see. I wonder why human ships don't have energy shields.
Savannah Actual, can you hear me?
Frigate's gone, 6. Nothing we could do.
Noble, you're in deep with no cover. Get that Corvette moving and get the hell out of there.
The control room is where all of my problems begin. You can kill one person, but the second everybody else notices you, you're going to die, regardless of what you do. So you better know how to dodge. After exactly 6 attempts at killing the Field Marshal, I am finally able to put the ship on a track to refueling. Unfortunately for me, there are enemies behind me too. I finally make it back, and George is in the middle of his own firefight, which is fine by me, I guess. Let him take all the hits. He's gonna die anyways, which also sucks. Guarding this room was the easiest thing I've ever done. Not a single elite can get past me. Not even a grunt. Several ultras come out of the side, but I predict them coming through, and am able to fully take advantage of my surprise attack by headshotting their faces in.
Distance is closing on this vessel's refueling track with the Covenant supercarrier. 76 seconds to end point.
So, it's gonna be like that. Well, I got good news and bad news. This bird took some fire and our thruster gimbal is toast, which means the only way off this slag heap is gravity.
And the good news?
That was the good news.
At current velocity, 53 seconds to end point.
Yeah. Bad news is, time is fried. I'm gonna have to fire it manually.
That's a one-way trip.
We all make it sooner or later. Better get going, 6. They're gonna need you down there. Listen, Reach has been good to me. Time has come to return the favor. Don't deny me this. Tell him to make it count.
Slip space rupture detected.
Gamma station control, reading multiple pings below the orbital defense
Slip
grid.
space rupture detected.
Yeah, we're picking up anomalies too. Are you reading
Slip
it?
space rupture
Multiple
detected.
Covenant signatures.
Slip space
Is anyone
rupture
listening?
detected.
They're everywhere.
Slip space
Yeah,
rupture
must be
detected.
the whole damn Covenant
Slip
fleet.
space rupture detected.
You know, if you made it this far, I want to congratulate you. I have no reason making a video this long, but I wanted to make a video about my experience through Heroic on every Halo game. This is the first one. I'm probably going to do one for every game except 5 and Infinite, of course. I haven't played either of those yet. But I just want to say thank you for making it this far. I really appreciate it.
This is Kilo Dispatch. All available teams advance to Traxxas Tower. Evacuation will commence ASAP.
Copy, dispatch. What's the status of the tower pad?
Tower pad is green. Let's move these civilians before it changes.
Copy, dispatch. 4-0 out.
Troopers.
I just want to say that suicide grunts are my worst nightmare. Because even if you kill them, the grenade keeps going forward, which can potentially stick to you and instantly kill you regardless of your health. My favorite part is the super explosion you can make at the top of the stairs with a needler and a bunch of grunts. It's really beautiful to look at. And you gotta be careful because some of the grenades will actually just fly in your direction. I hate brutes. Did you know that? I hate brutes. They soak up way too much damage. They take way too many headshots to kill, even on normal modes. And it's just dumb to fight them overall, because the only upside about fighting brutes is that the ones that don't have gravity hammers can't instantly kill you. I do like that the brutes are at least in this game. It makes it feel more accomplished, you know? Because Halo 4 doesn't have brutes, which kind of sucks. I never thought about asking this question, but how does a brute without armor use an armor ability? What is powering it? Like, wouldn't armor lock affect your armor specifically? I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't know how it works. Oof, that almost hit me. It did kill a civilian though, and that's funny. The easiest way to beat this section is to just sit on the machine gun turret and shoot whatever enemies come out of the Phantom. It's really not that hard. You just sit there and shoot. And after that, you can take the machine gun with you and kill everything inside. Because we all know there's going to be a second brute with a giant warhammer. Once you get inside, just start annihilating everything. In this case, the Marines had already killed basically everything while I was out there, but there was a brute chieftain. I think I died like 2 or 3 times in the jetpack area. That's because I was actually doing something stupid. It wasn't the game's fault, it was my fault. I take full responsibility for that one. Soon enough I do make my way through though, and I am finally able to proceed with the mission after dying like 4 or 5 times in the most ridiculous ways. Also, it sounded like that jackal just said, "What the fuck?" And that's kinda based. I don't advise ever walking up to a brute chieftain. The last building was pretty difficult, but I managed to make it through by keeping calm, because I know the brutes will only run up to me if they're about to die and they know it. I don't know why, but brutes are easier to distract than elites. I don't know if that's a coding thing or it's just an anomaly or whatever. Anyways, I managed to take out this brute chieftain that's holding a fuel rod gun. I didn't know they could hold anything but a gravity hammer. I had never seen it. But that gives me more fuel rod ammo for the next section where I'm in a vehicle. And I could just give that to one of the... Oh, another chieftain. Back to what I was saying. I can give it to another Marine to use. The flight over to the island wasn't very fun because apparently the Banshees can just kill you without you being able to even reach them with your weapon. I don't understand how you would get past that in Legendary, because what just happened there would have killed me in Legendary. This section was the easiest I've had in a while. You just stay out of the way of the Wraith and kill it. That's about it. You go to the AA guns, you activate them. Ta-da! You're done. The best part is, at the end, you can avoid all conflict by running through the window.
Get it armed.
You just gotta make sure you're quick to the button. That's all. Or else these guys will kick your ass. I managed to keep them away with a concussion rifle. That might not work for you.
You are cleared for takeoff. Go now.
Civilian transport away. You saved a lot of lives today, Spartan.
Copy. Repeat, this is Noble 2, Noble 6, Noble 5. Do you copy?
This is 6. Go ahead, Noble 2.
We picked up your transponder about an hour ago, but could not risk open comms. Covenant have the system sealed tight. We're getting nothing from George.
He didn't make it.
Understood. What's the situation at Starport exit?
The last transport is away.
All right. We're bringing you to us.
Your report will have to wait, Lieutenant. The Covenant are jamming all comms to command. Cat needs your help running a counter-op. It's good to have you back.
Sorry I came alone.
Make him proud.
Put your wings back on, Lieutenant. You're flying Miss Falcon. Here's the situation. Covenant have deployed multiple long-range comm jammers in high rises across the city.
This mission in particular is very strange. And I feel bad for the speedrunning community that does this, because the objectives in, I think this is called Long Night of Solace, the objectives in this mission are completely randomized. I know, strange, isn't it? The Viren Telecom Tower is like a meatball. A bad meatball. Nice and chewy on the outside, and the shell of a crab on the inside, so you get that crunch you've always wanted from a ball of meat. It's easy to kill everything on the outside of the tower. The outside's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the 4 hunters on the inside, and the Marines that are getting their asses handed to them. There's nothing I can do about that, though. I just gotta kill them as fast as I can. What sucks is now they have a plate of armor on their back too, so they only have their lower back that you can shoot. And I ran out of shotgun shells, so I have to stick with the assault rifle, which does next to no damage.
EM activity suggests the jamming device is close to your position, up high.
Yes, I can see the giant glowing triangle telling me where to go. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Jammer offline. Well done, Noble 6. Head back to your Falcon.
These people are getting shot at by snipers over here, which is ironic considering the mission we're in. Sinovia Center's pretty interesting. Not only is it a little tough to get inside through the elevator with so many enemies in a tight space, but the entire thing inside is a death trap. For new players, this would be deadly, even on low difficulties. But this is heroic, and I'm not a new player. I'm an idiot. There's a difference. So I know it's a trap, and I know how much damage buggers can do.
Building schematics. There's an elevator on the north landing.
Did you know there's another one of those PTSD Marines in here? Just listen to him.
I didn't sign up for this. Not aliens, man. That's it. I am out. Seriously, we're fighting aliens now? Indies were bad enough, now we got freaking aliens? Not me, man. I'm out. O-U-T, out. Let me tell you, whatever you do, don't let them bite you. I hear if one of those little ones bites you, you turn into one. Imagine it, man. We're all gonna turn into little methane-sucking freaks. They're gonna strap us up with tanks and have us fighting on their side. Not me, man. I'm out. They're not gonna get me. No way I'm turning into no squid-faced alien freak. I bet that's what those big monkey-looking brute things are. They're us, man. They're us, turned cubby and fighting ourselves, man.
I don't know how, but at some point I actually reached a checkpoint listening to him. I don't understand how that works. I get the jammer and I start booking it as fast as I can. But I do take some damage. I can't really avoid it. It's the most annoying enemy ever designed, so what did you expect to happen? I do pass up a rocket launcher, which kinda sucks that I didn't notice it. That could have been useful for the next part where I have to fight shielded enemies. The third tower was kinda boring, so I'm not gonna show that. But I bet you'll be happy to hear that I died to a brute chieftain that had a needle rifle, because apparently brute chieftains can have needle rifles now.
Whiskey 3 7, we may proceed with evac.
Solid copy, Command.
Anyways, I killed the last 2 shade turrets, and then it's finally time to watch Cat get shot in the face again. That's just how we roll.
Look at this place. Used to be the crown jewel. Not anymore. Hey, you made it.
It's a regular family reunion. Keep him. He gave him to you. I'll honor him my own way.
George always said he would never leave Reach.
Oh, the big man was sentimental.
He gave his life thinking he'd just save the planet. We should all be so lucky.
Sir, that true about Gauntlet Red and Echo teams assigned to civilian evac ops?
Those are senior level communiques.
I hear what I hear. Point is, why put Spartans on defensive deployments?
I need that link to SATCOM, Cat.
Chasing it. But this console's got more shrapnel in it than transceivers. You didn't answer my question.
You want to know if we're losing?
I know we're losing. I want to know if we've lost. Colonel Holland, hailing us. What's he doing on an open channel?
Let's hear it.
In the southwest quadrant of the city. Over. Sierra 259. If you are receiving, I am authorizing override of radio security protocols to link with this channel.
How long for a secure link?
I can't guarantee secure anymore.
Could Covenant trace it to us?
I could.
Noble Leader, this is a Priority 1 hail. If you are receiving, acknowledge immediately.
Keep it brief.
Carter here. Yes, sir.
We got movement. Multiple Covenant vehicles vacating the area. And they're in a hurry.
How often you see Covenant retreat for no reason?
Radiation flare. Big. 40 million root guns.
Just lost Holland. What's going on?
Atomic excitement scrambled the signal. 90 million now.
Source?
Airborne. Close.
How close?
That close! First glassing? Me too.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Our best option is a fallout bunker on sub-level 2. 96 meters northeast. We get orders from Holland, sir?
We're being redeployed to Sword Base.
Sword? Covenant own it now!
Which is why they want us for a torch and burn op. Keep Dr. Halsey's excavation data from falling into enemy hands.
If it hasn't already.
Maybe, but according to Holland, the Covenant are still hunting for something.
Where does he get off calling a demolition a Priority 1?
Come on, get in!
Let's go, come on!
Noble 1, this is Noble Actual. Noble 1, go ahead. We need that base taken out, son. What's your status? Still outside. Thermal on the interior shows standing room only. We're gonna have to thin them out or we'll be way too bucks. Copy that, Noble One. Holland out. We got a job to do, so let's stay focused and get it done. 6, are you in position?
Affirmative.
Good. Execute.
We've got company.
Covenant owns this sector now, but they're defending for a major strike, not a small group infiltration. Eliminate all hostile ground-to-air defenses so the rest of Noble can land at Sword Base for the torch and burn. Keep a low profile. We take them by surprise, this will be a hell of a lot easier.
You know me by now. Low profile is not what I do. I get shot at and I shoot them in the ballsack. Kinda my thing. Make sure to give the 2 fuel rods to the different ODST. You'll really need it in this section, because whenever a vehicle comes by, you don't want to waste your tank cannon on it when you could go for something bigger. This hill right here provides you the perfect area to shoot both AA guns without ever having to get close. But make sure to kill all the Banshees in the area, because they can destroy your tank at an alarming rate. And as long as you have fuel rods on your ODST, the only things getting close are gonna be the Banshees. Because the Ghost will get taken out in one hit, let's all be honest here. It doesn't really matter which entrance you shoot through, as long as you shoot through multiple times, because the tank splash radius is apparently so big that you can be 3 rooms over and still get hit with some of it.
Stand by. Nice job, 6. Falcons, commence descent. Meet you inside the base, Lieutenant.
Let's give them hell, Spartan.
They sure gave it to Reach.
This is something I didn't know would happen on Heroic, and I bet it happens even worse on Legendary, but a bunch of Banshees come in after you destroy the AA guns. Just make sure to lead your shots and take your time, and you'll be out of there in no time. They'll try to dodge half the attacks, but that's more time they're not spent shooting at you. The next section is all ground vehicles and turrets. You're going to want to stay as far away as possible to give yourself enough reaction time to dodge everything. Because the shade turrets will hit you instantly, but the Revenants and the fuel rod shades won't. That'll give you enough time to dodge all the insta-kills and take your time clearing everything out. I don't know how, but every time I get into this section, the elites always turn around just in time. Just in time to kick my ass, which kinda sucks. When it comes to the jackals in the stairs section, I mainly just let my teammates do all the work, maybe throw a grenade or two. But other than that, you can really just let the 3 AI that are invincible on your team do all the work for you. There's an energy sword at the bottom if you want to grab it, but I don't. I'm not going to risk walking up to instant headshots. I honestly don't know why they have an engineer in this area. I don't think he can buff the field marshal at all. But these invisible spec ops elites will destroy you if you get too cocky. They'll just walk up and fucking melee you or whatever. Now, in this area, I hit myself with a fuel rod cannon because I'm too stupid to exit cover before using an explosive. The field marshal gave me a decent challenge, but he was just one elite against 3 invincible AI and 1 main character. He wasn't gonna do much, honestly. So I stole his weapon and disappeared onto the next section, where I was determined to steal a Banshee to skip half of everything, because I don't want to sit there next to everybody else when I could be blowing up phantoms.
Looks like they got themselves cornered.
Or we're committed to the position.
I'm going with cornered. There's nothing here.
No load-bearing columns either. Sir, if we're supposed to blow this place, this ain't the spot to do it from.
Dot, check your vector.
Vector confirmed, Commander. We are precisely where Oni has directed. Apologies. Coordinates revised. Please confirm?
Revised?
By an AI of unknown origin, whose clearance is well above my own.
Well, it's pointing us a click and a half east and 2,000 feet underground.
I didn't bring my shovel, Commander.
Sir, I say we go AI free on this one. Obviously, these coordinates are junk, and the longer we go chasing them.
What is this, Dot?
Our revised route, Commander.
All right, we came this far. Your new AI friend tell you anything else, Dot? Dot.
She's been expecting you.
That's perfect.
Apologies for the unusual security measures, Commander, but the stakes demand it.
Dr. Halsey, casualty reports have you listed as...
Yes, well, as they say, news of my death has been greatly exaggerated. I only wish the same could be said of the rest of Noble Team.
We all do, ma'am.
It may please you to learn that the data module Noble 2 procured from Visegrad Station contained precisely what my scientist promised. A latchkey discovery that has unlocked, at last, the secrets of this excavation.
Not sure I understand.
Your orders were a pretext to bring you to me and have been overridden. You are here, Team Noble, to ensure the delivery of this vital data to a secure location.
Doctor, our orders are to destroy all sensitive material.
Others will handle the demolition.
I'll need to confirm this new directive with command.
Colonel Holland will be briefed. You belong to Oni now. Before you is an alien artifact, neither human nor Covenant in origin, advanced beyond our comprehension, until now. Thanks to Noble 2, the decrypting of its data is nearly complete.
Whatever we're doing down here, we better do it quick.
Have your data ready, ma'am. We're coming to you.
The decrypting process is still underway.
I don't think you understand. We're out of time. If it isn't portable when we reach you, it's gonna get buried.
Bury any of it, and you bury mankind's best chance for survival. Commander, you've been wondering what your Spartans died for? They died for this. Please,
Buy me all the time you can.
Let's find Halsey's lab. Move.
Commander, I'm seeing turrets already in defensive positions.
Only was expecting company.
They sure as hell got it. Doctor, we have hostiles inbound.
Spartans, you cannot allow the Covenant to break through the door to my lab.
Understood. Let's give the doctor the time she needs.
Noble team, there are 4 defense turrets to assist you in defending the lab. Get them online, and quick. When the turrets take too much damage, they'll shut down to recharge. You'll need to reactivate them when they come back online.
Noble 6, activate the turret to set up a perimeter.
After all the boring turret activation, I use a grenade launcher to steal a Banshee. This is how I escape all the main conflict in the mission, by just disappearing into the sky where nobody can reach me. And from this point, I can safely take out anybody and then reset the turrets when I need to. I destroy 1 Wraith, then 1 Phantom, 2 Wraiths, and avoid all of the main combat while everybody else does the fighting for me.
What is this stuff?
Knowledge. A birthright from an ancient civilization. This AI is its custodian, and she has chosen you as her couriers.
Chosen? By an AI?
By this AI, yes. Her measure of you carries as much weight as my own, perhaps more. You are to take her to the UNSC shipbreaking yard in Azad. There, you'll find a Halcyon-class cruiser waiting to get her off-planet.
I understand.
Do you? Mankind is outmatched. When Reach falls, and it will fall, our annihilation is all but certain. Unless we can glean from this artifact a defense against the Covenant. A game-changer. On the level of the conical bullet in the 19th century, or faster-than-light travel in the 23rd.
And what if we can't?
An apt question, if there were somewhere else to place our hope. There is not. Take it, Lieutenant. She has made her choice. Do you have it?
Yes.
Say the words, please.
I have it.
Dr. Halsey, Noble 3 will escort you to Castle Base.
I require no escort, Commander.
June, make sure nothing falls into enemy hands.
I'll do what's necessary, sir. Good luck.
You too, Rifleman. I need a heading dot.
At 3 kilometers north, turn right, heading 050.
Which leads to?
The shipbreaking yards in Azad. The only off-planet extraction point left on this continent. Small-scale air attacks have decimated many convoys en route. An armada of Covenant cruisers is hastening to the site as well. UNSC cruiser Pillar of Autumn is awaiting your arrival.
Wouldn't be a noble mission if it were easy.
Noble Leader, seek immediate medical attention. Noble Leader, please respond. Please respond. Sierra 259. You are alarming me.
Not sure how long she's gonna stay together. Skies are jammed up anyway. Gotta get you off her, Lieutenant.
Sir,
you don't want to hear it. Get the package to the Autumn.
Done.
Not yet, it's not. Emil, go with him. It's a ground game now.
It's been an honor, sir.
Likewise. I'll do what I can to draw their fire. 6. That AI chose you. She made the right choice. On my mark. Mark!
That package.
This is also another one of those cases where you could just sit back and let your teammates do all the work. Since Emil has a shotgun, they actually coded him to just walk up to people and start firing. So all you have to do is sit back, use your pistol, and pick off all the little guys. Just make sure to stay out of grenade throwing range, would you?
Stay low. Let me draw the heat. Just deliver that package.
Here's our destination, 6. Pillar of Autumn. Race you to her.
Believe me now when I say don't let Emil drive on higher difficulties. You will die. Nothing will stop you from dying. Your ass is grass.
Take that, Mongols. Scarab, not engaged. Gun at 6.
Get the package out of there. Remember your objective.
Take enemy fire.
Jumping! Phantom!
Noble, enemy forces blocking the road ahead.
When you get to the gate, make sure to take out the Jackal Sniper first, and then immediately go for the guy in the turret for the Wraith. You don't want him to start coming after you when you eventually go for the Wraith. Now all I did is destroy the Wraith with my rocket launcher, and then book it past all the brutes so they couldn't get me. They still followed me, of course, but they're not actually fast enough to be a threat. The real threat, however, comes in all the Jackal snipers waiting for you right at the other side of the hill. But you have to also contend with those suicide grunts, just like before. As long as you stay behind the rocks, you should be fine. But you can be caught out by these snipers when they literally just walk up to you. This also applies to the buggers in the next section. As long as you stay behind cover with the precision weapon, you can just pop them. You can just pop them like grapes. Apparently when you headshot a bugger, it literally just falls apart.
Noble, you've got a
Situation. We can get past this, sir.
No, you can't. Not without help.
Commander, you don't have the firepower.
I've got the map.
Solid copy. Hit them hard, boys.
You're on your own, Noble. Carter out.
Crevice to the east. Let's go.
At the end of the bugger section, get as many explosives as you can and just give them to the Marines. They'll put some work in for you. Unless it comes to that Field Marshal. That Field Marshal can take several lasers to the face, apparently.
Because my countdown is no abort.
My favorite part of Halo Reach has to be the assassinations, though. You can just walk up to a guy and stab him in the neck, snap his neck, step on his neck. There's so many ways that you do assassinations, and they all have to do with the neck. In the next section, I find my way in from the right side, headshotting everything I can first, and then going for the elites. Because the elites won't take us down on their own. Unless it's a Field Marshal. If it's a Field Marshal, then yes, it will take us all down on its own. Because that's just their job description. I can sit back outside the inner room because I can afford the luxury of standing outside and headshotting everything. Since the Covenant basically don't have weapons based on accuracy, they just run up to you with a bunch of plasma. But see, this is heroic difficulty. They're all gonna run away from me as fast as they can, which means all I have to do is stay back. Quick break. Ooh, it's midnight right now, which means I've been working on this video for 5 hours. Thank you for making it this far. I appreciate it. Y'all are the reason I do this. Also because I want to challenge myself. But really, thank you. Let's see. I started on Sunday, July 30th, 2023. And it is now July 31st. Wow. I thought there would only be 30 days this month. Oh well. Headshotting this Ultra was pretty easy since he didn't want to take very much cover. He wanted to stay in the line of sight while avoiding damage, and that's just not how this works. He died. And then I moved to the other side to fight the other Ultra. But he's actually smart and hides behind cover. Luckily, my teammates distract him, giving me the chance to headshot him. Eventually I do make it outside, and all they're throwing at me are brutes and grunts, which has me kinda confused. Where are all the elites at? Where are all the high level elites at? Where are all the high level brutes at? I've only seen like one field marshal and that's it. The brutes are fearless and walk up to you, but honestly it's not that big of a deal as long as you keep your distance. I did have to hide from the higher level brutes when they finally came in, but it wasn't very difficult because I had a hologram to distract them. It was just this damn plasma caster that was getting in the way. It's like having a plasma grenade thrown at you 4 times over. Not only that, but it tracks your movements and insta-kills you. That kinda sucks. After I beat all those brutes, I was finally able to return the package.
Ready to take possession of the package, Noble.
Good to see you, Spartan. Halsey assured me I could count on you.
Not just me, sir.
They'll be remembered. Cruiser, adjusting heading for the Autumn. Noble 4, I need fire on that cruiser or we're not getting out of here. Do you copy?
I have your window, sir.
Bridge, this is the captain. We have the package. Returning to the Autumn, over.
Copy that.
Who's next? I'm ready! How about you?
Lieutenant, get aboard! We gotta get the hell out of here!
Negative. I have the gun. Good luck, sir.
Good luck to you, Spartan.
Noble 6, get on that mass driver and clear me a path.
This is where my playthrough turns sour. At the end of the game, we were so close to perfection. But these damn zealots are so overpowered. I don't even understand how I don't kill this thing right here. I know he uses an armor ability, but god damn, I hit him with a fuel rod 3 times over and he's not dead. Here I get gunned down by some random enemy on my right side. I think it's another zealot dual wielding. Over here he just guns me down like it's no big deal. I get hit with a fuel rod while hiding and waiting for my shield to recharge. At some point, I finally get some luck and I use my hologram to distract the fuel rod. The mat gun section is pretty much the same, though. There's really no difficulty to it. You just do the same stuff as every other time. But hey, I finally made it.
Good gun fight. All stations, brace for cast-off. Pillar of Autumn. We're away. The package is with us.
Cortana, all I need to know is did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
And now I have the achievement for beating every Halo Reach level on Heroic.
It didn't take long for Reach to fall. Our enemy was ruthless, efficient, but they weren't nearly fast enough. For you had already passed the torch, and because of you, we found Halo, unlocked its secrets, shattered our enemy's resolve. Our victory, your victory, was so close. I wish you could have lived to see it. But you belong to Reach. Your body, your armor, all burned and turned to glass. Everything. Except your courage. That you gave to us. And with it, we can rebuild.
Thank you all for joining me for this. I really appreciate it. This is the most work I've ever put into one single video. I've been waiting to do this for a while, honestly. I'll see you guys later.